Hi, this is Primoz here. I'm just in my beautiful environment. I could call it my office. For today, I'm shooting here 12 actionable steps, which is part of my success program course. But before we go any further, before you get to know me, I need to share with you my success story. This is actually my brand story, how I decided to start sharing my word and how to help other people in the development of their dreams and making their lives going for a better. And before we go into more details, just check this beautiful video that I have prepared for you. Enjoy! I have always had an above average childhood. I had a lovely family that took care of me and raised me in a secure and positive environment. Our mom gave us necessary motherly love. My dad taught me the practice of being detailed and precise. He also got me into filmmaking. As a young boy, I shot many unreasonable videos. In primary school, I was one of the best students, but in high school, I lost interest for learning specific knowledge. I always loved sports and joking around with my friends, both outside of school and during school. There was no better way to spend boring hours of wasted time, at least I thought so. My grades were low but acceptable, but I had those dreams to become successful filmmaking director. Those were my first big dreams. I lost them and found another one. Dreams to open and own a business. It would offer me freedom and joy. Freedom and the enjoyment of life were more important to me than learning the education in school. Unfortunately, being average just didn't fulfill me. So I started floating away from the outlined life path. My success story began when I finally decided to do things by my own will and take the easier path to happiness, enjoyment and freedom. 2 months before graduation, I decided to drop out of school. It was at the time of the final important exams. I disappointed my family, but I had my business dreams. I also received a subsidy from the government to start my photography business. Young and inexperienced, I spent all the money for pleasure and never made any sales. I failed 100 times. I just didn't do anything the right way. I also moved out of my family's home and tried to live on my own. The habit of spending got worse. I lost all the passion and my world became dark. I lost the vision, had no purpose and no money. I lost all the family's support and started living on the edge of the world. There was no solution for me. When I literally found myself at the lowest point that a human being can be at, I actually recognized that what I've done is all wrong. My real world collapsed and I found myself in front of the window of my soul. My body was weak, my consciousness was gone, and all I had was a little spirit in me that I just couldn't resist. I saw that little potential, that child in me, the leap of faith that came to me through the highest and almighty. I found the truth. I was at the bottom of the emotional scale, where the fear exists, depression comes in, and the grief overcame myself. The light that I found was the temple of this darkness. It was the light at the end of the tunnel. With that, I confirmed what I was searching for and I decided to rise again. Now I knew what not to do. Not 100%, but at least roughly. I never gave up and I started creating my own world, my own reality, and started fighting my past prejudice. But here is where the hard journey began. It was up to me. I was lonely and alone on the journey from the bottom of the ladder back to the neutral lifestyle, where the boredom and contentment is. When the edge came, I remained patient and believed that the perfect solution would be delivered to me, and the world gave me the job that I could do from home and be very well paid for it. It took me a year of hard work to recover and return all the debt to the bank and my dad. I still didn't know what my life purpose was, but at least I had a key in my pocket. I knew what is right and what is wrong. With that said, I came to the opportunity to get after my real purpose and find it in the unknown land. I left my past world and traveled to the outermost country, Australia. I needed to build everything from scratch on my own. In 2 days, I found a room in Vietnamese family's home. After 1 week, I found a work in a car wash. The work cleansed me from my biggest sins and past mistakes. It happened that my dreams came back and introduced themselves to me in a small way. I hadn't found the treasure yet, but I found a few ideas that led me to it. I had been growing and fighting, financially and emotionally, always at the edge, but I came through. I secured the visa and status to stay for another few years in the unknown land. And I had a goal to find my purpose. And the next step towards it was a wedding photography job. It started slow, but it seized deep. This is where I started learning the success principles. I started becoming happy. People around started loving me, and I became the best in what I do. I started delivering quality services and always exceeding expectations. I have built a good lifestyle, and I felt that the treasure must be close, somewhere next door. I needed to go further. After few years of hard work and personal development, I won. I had done a lot of research. I went through many experiences that had confirmed my personality based on success fundamentals that turned my life curve for the better. I learned about developing personally, online business knowledge, and business networking. I have always been planning, thinking out of the box, and being positive. So I designed for myself an ideal dream story and a better future. Through all the process and many edgy miracles, I transformed unbelief to certain faith and understanding of the universal law. I again started working from home and had time to go deep into detail of my new dream goals. I supported them with realistic goals and slowly started achieving them. I was happy, optimistic, almost 100% confident. I was physically strong, motivated, and efficiently progressing and compounding the positive energy. I built and examined the perfect business model that could bring me an independent lifestyle and also help a lot of other people who desire and need similar opportunity. I became the best filmmaker with that real golden touch. I became a strong leader. I'm proud of myself. I kind of fulfilled small part of my tiny childhood dreams. It was all in the air for a long time, but it hit me when my friend said to me that I could help many more good people who are losing their hope with the information and success principles that I have found, and especially with my story. My success story will inspire people and give them a certain goal. I decided to package all the energy, knowledge and steps into my first main personal development product, Success Program. I'm very strict, simple and detailed just like my father. And when I started developing it, I said to myself, if it can help me, it can help anybody. It really did. It changed me for the better and got me ready to expand my world and influence other people who are ready to set up a strong foundation and eager to build their dreams, purpose and vision on it. Here is where my success story comes to an end. Every end has a new beginning, and this is a beginning of my dream life story. I urge you that you create your own too. I have created a tool that will enhance and fasten your learning curve towards success and help you to avoid the misery of a wasted life. Choose the right way and let this way guide you to a better lifestyle.